Hey guys, what's happening? Today is Tuesday, August 6th, 2024. Today we got some third cutting alfalfa that we're got bale off. The other day we did some. My pap mowed some more down yesterday. He's still raking and my dad went to go start baling. So I was just getting the skid loader fueled up and I'm gonna take it down to the field. And once my pap gets done raking, he's gonna put the 125 in the bale wagon and come down and we'll start getting the bales hauled off. I went to hook this tractor up to the bale wagon. Won't start. Just clicks like the battery's dead or something. It's been a fight with this tractor lately. Ever since I went to unhook the battery cable one day to work on the light switch, this here part on the 2290 broke off, so we had to get a new solenoid, which would be this part here. Put it on and it turned over once and then it started clicking. So started testing things, and there's another solenoid down there for your key. Thought maybe that was the problem, so we got one of them. Still didn't work, so we wiggled the wiring harness around some and it would start up, but there wouldn't be any power going to the cab at all. Like your blower, none of that stuff would be getting any power. So now we got power going there, but it's not enough to turn the tractor over. So what's going on there? I have no clue. It's crazy how electrical stuff acts. It's got all this stuff down here. It's got like a board there from different connections, a different post there where you get your power at, and then you got your main harness that goes up into the cab and stuff. But this is the new solenoid we had to replace, and that's the other solenoid right there that we replaced too. So why it won't start, I have no clue. But like I said, it's been a fight with this thing. It'll work sometimes and not work others. Got this field all baled up. Got 14 bales here off of 5 acres, so it did pretty good. A little bit more than 2 bales to the acre. Not bad for third cutting because we haven't been getting much rain, but this farm here actually had been getting some of the rain that we weren't getting at the home place, so that definitely makes a big difference. The corn looks really nice here at this farm. Back at home, the corn's short and uneven in places because we weren't getting the rain in time when it needed to grow, but now it's putting ears on. We definitely need the rain. That's when the corn needs the rain the most. It can take the heat till so long, and then as soon as it's putting ears on, if it don't have enough moisture, it will not put ears on. That's when the moisture definitely matters the most. Normally we use the New Holland skid loader at the field to load and then this skid loader to unload. Ever since our mishap with the wheel falling off in the field, it makes me want to keep the New Holland at home and use this skid loader. We always kept this one at home because we would use it to wrap. So we'd unload the wagon and then hook onto the wrapper because the New Holland wasn't big enough to run the wrapper. Didn't have the lift capacity. But now that we're inline wrapping everything, it don't matter what skid loader you use because they both can lift the bales to put on the wrapper. This skid loader here has a better seat in it. That definitely makes a big difference when you're traveling across a rough field. Another reason we also didn't bring this one to the field is because the 2-speed never worked right. It would work sometimes and then it would go for a day and it wouldn't work at all. But now I had took the plug apart back here and cleaned it out, and there for a while it didn't really work, but now it works. If you gotta keep pressing the button sometimes, and it'll click in, and usually it'll stay in. Every once in a while it'll jump out and give a little bit of a fit, but not as much of a problem as it used to be. That's kind of nice. I'm thinking it's there's a module back here. It's mounted on the side. I don't think I can see it if I open this lid. It's down in there. See that fuel filter there? It's right on the other side of that fuel filter, mounted on the side there. That controls your horn, your hydroglide, and your 2-speed. I think that module is a little finicky, but I'll have to look into it some more. Now when my pap gets here, got all the bales stacked together, we can just throw them on the wagon and go. It'll only take about half as much time as what it normally takes since I have them all stacked together. Pap took that load up home, and I come up to the next farm here and stack the load together. There's 4 bales here, and then there's 8 more out there to make a load. There's 2 more strips at this place. My dad has the next one down baled, and then there's one on the other side of that cornfield there. He's working on baling now, and then that'll be everything. We still have the farm over here, the chicken houses to do, but it's looking like this week the hurricane might be hitting and we're gonna get some rain, so we're gonna hold off on making that. It was made a little bit later than the rest of this anyhow, so it's not gonna hurt anything. So maybe next week, all depending on what the weather's gonna be like. got all the bales home here and they're all wrapped. Didn't take long to do it. Inline wrap them like that. We had them all sitting right there, so we just had to throw them on. Good to go. I got a mixed feed here yet. We're actually doing something a little bit different to our afternoon batch. We're putting a bag of sodium bicarb in the mix because we're having trouble with the cows, the butter fat. The cows weren't eating like they should have been here whenever it was so hot. I mean, I know the heat stress to a certain point, they're not gonna eat, but I like to try to keep them going if we can. So our nutritionist recommended putting a bag of bicarb in the afternoon mix. That'll help by reducing the stomach acid in the cow and help with digestion. So the cows will hopefully want to eat more. I don't know, we've only been trying it here for about a week. We haven't been doing it long enough to really notice a big difference. It's just a small minor change that hopefully can make a big difference.